Next, we want to present the 2021 Distinguished Service Award. The World Council of Credit Unions Distinguished Service Award is the highest honor paid to individuals and institutions by the worldwide credit union movement. This year's winner is Cameron Dickey, President and CEO of Cy-Fair Federal Credit Union, otherwise known as CFFCU, based in Houston, Texas, here in the United States. Mr. Dickey has been involved in the global credit union movement since the early 2000s. He began by mentoring credit union leaders from outside the U.S., starting with Uzbekistan in 2003 and continuing through information exchange and financial inclusion initiatives at CFFCU. He has always encouraged broader involvement in World Council initiatives to his credit union peers, industry partners, and employees of his organization. He was also one of the earliest donors to World Council's efforts to start building the necessary framework for credit unions to be possible in Cuba. Last year, he pledged nearly $44,000 donated to support World Council's global initiatives in just 1 year. In 2019, he developed a personal fundraiser to help cover the cost of needed repairs at the credit union-supported Busia Compassionate Children's Center in Kenya, an orphanage to over 70 children. He raised over $21,000 from friends, coworkers, credit union colleagues, family, and neighbors, which helped provide additional mosquito nets in sleeping areas, repair damage to roofs and windows, and helped cover ongoing operational costs of the orphanage. Mr. Dickey and Cy-Fair contributed to several other projects related to Busia in recent years and during the COVID-19 pandemic. I would like to introduce Mr. Cameron Dickey to say a few words.
Good evening. Please accept my heartfelt greeting from Houston, Texas, in the southern United States, and from the employees, board, and executive leadership team of Cy-Fair Federal Credit Union. I am sorry for so many reasons that we can't be together in person at this year's World Credit Union Conference. But I hope that you, your credit union, and your families are safe and healthy, and that your communities are finding a path forward during this unprecedented and challenging time. It is a profound and indescribable honor to join you to receive the 2021 Distinguished Service Award from WUCU. As my credit union friends, colleagues, and family members will attest, I often say that the World Council of Credit Unions embodies the best attributes of credit unions and the people helping people mantra of not-for-profit financial cooperatives. Many of the leaders that I admire the most in the credit union movement contribute their time, intellect, and talents as employees and leaders at WUCU or the World Credit Union Foundation, or help to support this work through their credit unions, state leagues, partnerships, serving on committees for international credit union development, and providing financial support for credit union development around the world. There are several past recipients of this honor that I have looked up to during my career. Dick Insweiler, Harriet May, Bill Cheney, Herb Wagner, and Dave Chatfield, just to name a few. But two past recipients are especially poignant to me. Alphonse Desjardins and Edward Filene. My credit union and thousands of other U.S. credit unions would not exist today if not for the advocacy and leadership of these passionate champions who brought the principles and structure of credit unions to North America. Over many years, they worked to develop the necessary legal framework for credit unions to be born and develop in Canada and the United States. Mr. Filene, in fact, personally pioneered credit unions across America. And today, around the world, this same mission and drive to bring the power of credit unions to new populations is personified by the World Council of Credit Unions. To be included with these past recipients is beyond my imagination. I'd like to extend my sincere appreciation to a few people in my personal and professional life for their support, leadership, humanity, passion, and inspiration. Thank you to the Board of Directors and Executive Leadership Team of Cy-Fair Federal Credit Union for your support and the shared values to write good into the life stories around us, both locally and globally. Thank you to my friend and colleague, Valerie Prillman, for your thoughtful nomination of me for this award. Thank you to Brian Branch, Mike Ryder, Laura Mim, Pat Kalima, Stella at the Busia Compassionate Center, Thomas Belikovich, Victor Coro, and going all the way back to the beginning, Curtis Slover. You are astoundingly smart, committed, compassionate leaders and you have transfused your passion for the global credit union movement to me. I'd also like to thank Casey Rockwell, a longtime credit union friend and colleague who 20 years ago helped to develop a mentor and information exchange relationship between credit unions in Uzbekistan and Oregon credit unions. This was my first introduction to WUCU, and it infected me in big and unexpected ways. Thank you, Casey. 18 years ago this month, I was a participant with a group mission trip to Kenya, Africa. Though the trip itself was not related to credit unions, the seed that WUCU planted in me through partnership with our state league provided me a glimpse of the global credit union movement I was a part of. This led me to research credit unions in Kenya, and ahead of my trip contact the Kenya Union of Savings and Credit Union Cooperatives, KUSCO, to get more information. On July 4th, 2003, I spent the day with KUSCO in Nairobi, learning about the history and importance of credit unions in Kenya and getting to visit a credit union in another country for the first time. Over the past 2 decades, I have tried to reflect all the inputs and examples of these people. You have inspired me through your work in and on behalf of credit unions as champions for financial inclusion near and far. The letter that accompanied this beautiful award states it is for service around the globe, supporting credit unions who serve vulnerable populations, orphans, and for encouraging credit unions toward a broader involvement with the World Council. Those words mean the world to me. To the World Council Board, I am beyond humbled and grateful. Thank you for this wonderful honor.
Congratulations, Cameron. This Distinguished Service Award is well deserved. Thank you for those touching remarks and all you've done to advance the credit union community.